Namaste everyone. Very good afternoon and warm cordial welcome to one and all to this day 3 webinar on personal development program for college students organized by Department of Biotechnology under the banner of Transgenic Club, KLE Societies, S. Nizringappa College, Bengaluru. I am Dr. Pratibha KS, Head Department of Biotechnology. It gives me great privilege to welcome you all to this today's third webinar session on self-awareness part 3. Any occasion needs divine blessings of the Lord Almighty. Let us seek the divine blessings of Lord. Sahana ovatu sahano bunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai tejasvi navadhitamastu ma vidvi shavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Meaning of this sloka: let us be together, let us eat together, let us produce energy together, let us there be no limit to our energies. Let there be no ill feeling among us. Today, I'm very much delighted to see you all here. This webinar has been organized in order to share insights of self-awareness to be more conscious about in and around of our circumstances. Dear students, we have amongst us eminent enriched speaker, Mr. Amarnath J, a well-known personality development trainer. Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Amarnath J for accepting our invitation. Welcome to this webinar, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for gracing this moment. We always keep coming to you with wonderful opportunity. I'm really glad we have with us Dr. Amarnath J to share his views on self-awareness in detail to make our young, energetic youths to be more conscious in this competitive world. The sole aim of today's webinar is to know the areas of self-awareness, importance of self-awareness, benefits of understanding self-awareness, tips to improve self-awareness for leaders, and goal settings. With this brief note, I would like to request Dr. Amarnath J to take control over today's session on self-awareness and goal settings. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to each and everyone. It's a great privilege, that we are making a self-analysis. Awareness is all about a self-analysis, and now we are reaching to a higher and a higher level. And we will discuss about the areas of self-awareness. Once we think about the areas of self-awareness, and before that, we will also get into the behavior part of it. So behavior is one thing that is so important for us because that is the one which is creating an impact in others' mind, and it will also inspire to you. Here we will also understand strength and weakness. We have discussed this strength and weakness from a different perspective, and now we are discussing from a new perspective. It is knowing the strength means knowing the impactness. And once the strength is known, we are working through our strength, finding a lot of opportunities in our work. And also we can visualize our success, we can overcome our weakness. See, here weakness, we will take it in a different context. Weakness is the area where I need to train myself. Now I have set myself a clear goal in front of me, and for that, what is required behavior and also required training, so that I keep learning, because learning is one thing that never ends. When we look into the awareness wheel here, awareness wheel, it includes everything, whatever is going on within me. And once I come to the external world, it is interacting with the society. Again, going back to this awareness wheel, it is our behavior should be like a tortoise. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains, our senses, we should bring it out when we require. Otherwise, distractions will be there. Once the work is over, we should withdraw our senses. It gives a very clear idea. That means you are observing within yourself what is going on. Data input, if you can take it in the computer language, data are unorganized. Whatever it is unorganized, when you key it in, you will find that you will organize the whole information, and it is called as information because you are able to see it on your monitor. in computer, in the same way you can visualize within yourself. So sensory data are the impulses, the observation, and also the descriptions that is going on, the facts, the truth that we need to analyze. And in the thought process, the assumptions are taking place. Assumptions are nothing but our beliefs, and beliefs are nothing but I start thinking that is true. I must be very clear here that how I make my beliefs, how I can change my beliefs, how I can trust myself, and visualizing what sort of a choice I should make, that also should be very clear. And expectations, it should be very clear. The reason is the evaluation should be there. As we write the exam, most of the time, I'm waiting for result. Why one should wait for result? They should be very clear. This is what is the answer, and this is what I have written, and I know what I am going to get the marks. That sort of a clarity should be there in the thinking. Then if I am getting anything less, you can challenge the paper. Or even if I get more also, then I should know. So here we can take an example. A grandson, he will come and express his joy of getting 98 out of 100. But his grandfather gave two tight slaps and asked, you please let me know what happened to these 2 marks. So that interpretation, that analysis made the boy to realize that 2 is more important. 2 from 98 is the strength. It is not the 100. It is 98 is the strength. And he was able to make an analysis of himself in his internal world. Then he came to know what I need to know more. And with this analysis, from then onwards, he was always scoring 100 out of 100 in all the subjects. Few years back, an SSLC student, you might have observed, he scored 100 out of 100, and whatever the number of evaluation further it took, because everybody was surprised how it is possible. It was possible for him because his time allotment and also the importance he was knowing. So prioritizing the work, and another side allotting, scheduling the work, time log and a work log. So these are the thought process once you go through, and if you are able to evaluate yourself, you can see that your expectations are achieved, so that you will have a very good opinion about yourself. So now the data to get in, we know the Pancha Indriya, Gnana Indriya, so that Karma Indriya will do its action. And Gnana Indriya is all about using these 5 important keys: the touch, the smell, and the taste. All these things, it will enable you to go in the right direction. So sensory data, the thought process, and the feel-good effect you will start feeling. Again, emotion is nothing but a strong feeling. It can be positive or a negative, or it is an ambivalent. And here, if you can observe your emotions, it may be happiness or a frustration. Whether you are happy or you are frustrated, you should know how to change your worries. Worries is only a waste of time. So if there is a negative thinking, I should get into positive thinking. Look back yourself and see your achievement, recall it, pat your back, and go ahead. So disappointment is only transient. It is there, but it is not going to continue. And feeling sad means it is alerting you. This is also a sort of a negative feelings. It becomes a positive feeling. And angry. Angry is what? Angry is I am not allowing my intelligence to work. So here in, we can recall from our most famous scripture, the Bhagavad Gita, in the 2nd chapter, the 53rd sloka, the Krishna says, your intelligence, and also there is a delusion. So delusion is a forest, and intelligence is one thing that has to go through that, and he has passed out of the dense forest of illusion. Then what happens? I can understand my strength. You will become indifferent to both positive and negative thoughts, because positive thoughts, spending the time in celebration, is also losing the time, and frustration, worries will not increase the mark, or worries will not help you in any way. Once we understand that, our distractions will come down, and once the distractions are come down, you are ready to work. And from the needs, having all the prerequisite needs within me, now I know that what I want for myself and what I want for others also. So here the gratitude level should work very well. Attitude of gratitude. Few days back I was watching a program, Weekend with Ramesh. There he was told that Arjun Janya, the music director, the other person was giving the compliment. He is not having anything other than the gratitude. So gratitude will make you cool, calm, and you can know your strengths very well. You are learning from the past, and in the present moment, it's a challenge for us to manage not only the present situation, we must work for the future. So three things should take place. Unlearning means whatever is not helping, I should leave it out, I should delete that. Working in the present moment, learning in the present moment, and take it forward where the future will be of a great success. So that observation and the description, and also the facts and figures, once you go through it, so your present work will enable you to take you forward. That is the future. So this is an awareness. Well, once again, let us make a recap. Sensory data. These are the keyboards for you to put the data in, and the thought process, feelings, emotion, and wants to work for me and others. See, that is what karmanye vadikarasya. Do your duty, never expect anything, because you are in the process. The fruit of your work, definitely when it takes care of everyone, everyone's reward is showered on you. So the present action leads to the future, learning from the past. Next slide, please. This is so important. Here we have used the two colors. One is green and red. Think that you are in the traffic signal. So what is orange? Ready. Ready for what? Ready for the future. So the moment red is there, red always says there is something is not clear. So immediately you need to clarify and have a clear goal for the future. And green is, I know, but I want to know more. So this red color, orange color, and also green color, it will give you a very, very clear indication about yourself. Now, let us understand. A theory was proposed by the Johari window. So these windows, you can recall the Bill Gates also, how we name window. Window is, through that media, you can see the whole world. So through window, you can understand about yourself. You can understand about yourself at 4 different levels. What is number 1? I should know my strengths, skills, and also preferences. Once this is very clear, the time that has been scheduled for that particular activity, you will be contributing more than 100%, because I know the time when it should be started and when is my next work, and during the work that it is going on, my mental composure, I should be very clear. And also the development and the activities and the strategies that I undertake. So strategies also, you should be ready to re-strategize if it is not working as per your expectation. Activities, it directly reflects the development that is going to take place. One, knowing the strength is always, you can find more and more opportunities. And also, if there is a weakness, that is the area I need to be trained. If I am wishing to become person so and so, then I should also check myself how much of knowledge is there and how much of knowledge I should acquire. The skills and the preferences, priorities are known very well. When this part of me is known, I will also think about the capability and its application. Areas of development also, weakness, no more we will call it as a weakness, we will say the area that I need to be trained myself. So what you and others see in you is known self. That means the others also, they know about you. You also know about yourself. So once this is understood, we will understand the different windows A, B, C, D it is called. Now we have looked into the part A, and in the next slide we will see that I can make an analysis of myself. Okay, here known self, what you know, what I know about myself. If this is very clear, the communication, the activities, the behavior and emotion, it is well controlled. Once this is very clear, our activities, we are getting inspired. And also I am motivated. This will also make others to inspire. And they also will contribute towards me. They give lot of input. And when we get into the hidden self, this is much more important. Yesterday's incidents, again I would like to recall, this hidden self is the area where you have to reveal with one of the friends whom you can trust. Otherwise, the problem that you are undergoing, not able to take decision and not allowing others to help you, this will keep on becoming big. Once you know your thoughts, your private thoughts or whatever it is there, where you may feel bit shy to experiment the things, so you have to face the vulnerability to overcome all the faults and the weakness. This particular area, I should be very clear and I must convert and I must take the advantage with whom I am. So for that, we will get into the next step that is called as a blind self. If I am blind, nothing to be bothered, because there are well-wishers are there who are going to tell about me. Most of the time, we might have observed some of the mistakes as a habit I may be repeating. But having a friend who has observed, and also I need to give that freedom for my friend also, where he can intervene and he can bring it to my notice. So blind self is all about, I have closed my eyes, but still my friends, they know what I am. For that, a very good interpersonal relationship is very much required. And once this is very clear about the blind self, things others know about me or us, what we do not know. There may be certain strengths I might not have identified. There are some negative thoughts which may be causing the problem. But in a very good interpersonal relationship, the opposite person will always makes me very clear, for which you have to maintain a very good relationship. So A is awareness, known self. B, is blind self. Blind self is others, they know about me, and hidden self, we discuss. So whatever may be the problem, always share and invite the suggestion, the opinion from others, where you can take the decision. Here I would like to, recall one of the person who decided to commit suicide. There was a person from Krishna consciousness. So he said, sir, you have already decided what you want to do, but I don't like to interfere in your decision. But anyway, now this book is going to reveal some of your strengths at the soul level. You think over and then you decide. So after going through the book, immediately he changed his decision. So here what happened, that hidden self, that is taken care. And also the blind self is taken care because they are observing my behavior. In a hidden self, I am taking the guidelines from others to know whether I am right or wrong. Now let us come to the area D, unknown self. Unknown self, D refers to the darkness. In darkness, neither I can see others or others can see me. In other way, I cannot see even myself also when there is no light. In such conditions, we don't know about our own talent or our own weakness. Even the friend doesn't know. But in the process of working, all of a sudden it will flash. You will be like a Benjamin Franklin. See that lightning or the gravitational force which was found out. Apple will fall, but an apple will also, he found out what is the reason. It is a gravitational force. So everybody has got that, inside there is a golden Buddha is there. The only thing is I need to make myself very clear. Area A, B, C, and D. And for this, next slide, please. Okay, importance of self-awareness. The very first thing is empathy. What is empathy? Let us understand. The another two words, apathy and also sympathy. Apathy, not bothered about it at all. And sympathy is I am very kind towards the person. But what exactly it requires is the empathy, having the ability to see others' problem as my problem. That is called as empathy. The second step is the admission. What is admission? Whenever I work in a team, it is most important to feel that we are together. You should allow the other person to get into the group. So there is no superiority and inferiority complex should not be there. Having noticed the people, that self-awareness, it's very difficult them to apologize or admit whatever there is a mistake or right. So once this affection is shown, everyone is that oneness, it should be created, universal oneness. So for this, we need to plan properly and overcome our mistakes. Inclusive, everybody is there within me. That is what is required. Next step is man in the mirror. If we can acknowledge our flaws, we can make positive changes to improve them. After getting ready, when I look into the mirror, it shows how I look. Then I don't go inside the mirror. I will go within me. I will set right in a way that it is required. So knowing is the half of the battle, and the battle is won before the war starts itself. The next step is the tolerance. Tolerance is all about how you withstand to a situation. I can see my own fault. It is easier to accept. Whenever somebody says this is a mistake, I don't accept. But tolerance, I should be able to see my own mistakes and take the necessary steps. Humility, morning we were discussing in the previous discussion. Humility is all about to be a human being first. Then the world will come together. And humility is all about not feeling There is no pride and there is no frustration. Understanding ourselves and making the necessary correction, that leads to the good way. And also the likability. What exactly is likability? We need to understand. Let us face it, no one likes a know-it-all or an individual who thinks they are always right. Having the ability to see other people from their viewpoint, that is what is called as empathy, understanding more, open, be flexible, and acknowledge yourself as a person you are among the team, and also the personality which can attract others. Naturally, you are also attracted. Next slide, please. So how self-awareness it works. Now I should put a question to myself, how much I am aware. So the very first point is, do I or you listen to each other's conversation or tend to interfere when they are talking? This is number one. And the second step is, do you ask others how they feel about the situation, or do you make an assumption based on your feelings? Most of the time, this is the area that we need to take care. We must invite the suggestions and opinions from others. The next step is, do you think about your actions which affect others? Are you confident that others are fine with how you handle the situation? This norms of the group dynamics. Once I am in a team, this is very important for me to observe myself. Are you aware of the people's social cues? That means we can understand the way that they are responding or they are reacting to whatever I am communicating. We should be very sensitive on this matter, and we must focus on our behavior also. And the next step, the fifth step is, can you admit when you are wrong and have apologized when you are? Or do you tend to think that things are wrong or go bad because of others? Most of the time, we find fault in other things. And I never think that, where I might have gone wrong. This is one self-analysis. It should be done immediately. Next slide, please. Okay. So having done the exercise, having gone through the process, now we will also understand the benefits that you are going to get, and keep always very happy, more fulfilling, and also we need a genuine life. Genius, be wise enough. So now I can see the benefits, the ability to act consciously instead of reacting to people and events. So responding should be the aim, never reacting. The medicine is working, no side effect. The ability to genuinely love yourself. When I love myself more, definitely I will love others. That is the reason in Monk Who Sold Ferrari, he makes it very clear. Unless you master your mind, you cannot control any situation. So first thing is self-introspective. In self-introspect, when you do it, you will have that ability to genuinely you love everyone. Being authentically happy rather than pretending you are. This is another area where I need to be very, very clear. Because pretending, till a person opens his mouth, he will not put out his ignorance. Once he starts speaking, it will clearly give the picture. So you should be authentic, and it is only through the learning, it is only through the experience, it is only visualizing myself, just like looking into the mirror. There is no more, I need not pretend, because I keep learning and unlearning. Unlearning is all about what is not helping you. You just leave it out. You just delete. as you are doing in your computer and also in your mobile. Whatever is not required, we delete. In the same way, this leads to a greater depth of experience and enjoyment of life. And I can observe myself, I am becoming more enthusiastic. The zeal that I find, the energy supply is always very high. The ability to redirect and also the negative thoughts and emphasizes on positive thoughts. You can observe a minus can become plus. One more stroke, one horizontal, one vertical stroke. So negativity will never be there at all, because plus, why you should make it as a minus? Until unless I am not learning, I will always remain positive when I keep learning. And always I go to the greater depth of experience. So if BSc, whatever you are going through the course, you can visualize yourself as though you are having your PhD degree, doctorate, for which you have to do your master degree also. And once you are able to redirect yourself, the negative thoughts will give you a positive thought, and behaving positively, that is an obstacle we can overcome very, very easily. Create an additional obstacle if I am negative. So positive thoughts, I can cross any number of hurdles that I come across. Enjoying a positive interpersonal relationship. Being the real you. It's an absolute truth. In absolute truth, we need not find it very difficult to, you know, acting like as though I know. What you know is reality. What you want to know is the activity that you are going to conduct. With that, you can live courageously without any limit. Impossible, you remove the I am possible. Impossible, only that apostrophe you have to put on the top. Then you will see it is possible. The ability to make your dreams come true. What is dreams? Dreams is where you want to be, and now where you are. From where you are and where you want to be is the actions that should take place. And the dream will come into reality. So these are the steps that we need. When we take these steps, you can understand the benefits that are there. It is like there is a treasure box. You have not opened it and you have not seen. Once you open, you will find so much of the gold that it is there. So student life is to make your future life as a golden life. Now it is working hard. It is working hard. Even silver purity can be seen. When the silver, when it is made to boil, you should be able to see your own reflection. At that moment, you should stop heating. That much you have to be very careful, because after 25 years, till your 100th birthday, you can have such a cheerful life. At every stage of your life, you will keep growing young. Okay, next slide, please. Okay. Tips to improve the self-awareness for leaders. So here till now, we were only thinking myself, and how important I am in a group. And now the feel-good effect is you are leading a team. Wherever you go, informally, you are selected everywhere, for which you need to keep an open mind. An open mind is where you invite the suggestions, the ability to regulate your own emotions. When I am able to control myself, I can see the world, attune the emotion of others. I can read others' emotion also. To be a successful leader, you have to be curious about new people and all they have to offer. This shows that you can be a team player and you need not be number one. But everybody will recognize you that you are unique. That uniqueness itself is number one. See, number one refers to only a crowd, but uniqueness, it says that nobody else is like you. The next step is be mindful of your thoughts and strength and weakness and thoughts. once you are aware of yourself, knowing your strength, you are able to work in a way that you are very cheerful at all the time. Being mindful so that you can contribute very well in any given situation. You are good on your own and you recognize the good thing in others. And the next step is stay focused. Making connection with those around you, it is important as a leader, but you can't make those connections if you are distracted. Train yourself to focus on a long periods of time without getting sucked into the social media, emails, and other small distractions. So any distractions means it is a deviation. It is like taking a lens and focusing whatever the object is there, it will catch the fire. So stay always focused, and you know very well when you have planned your social time or a family time. For this, you need to set boundaries. A boundary that to what extent and what type of a behavior it should be. To have a strong boundaries in place. Be warm towards others, but say no when you need to say no. It is called as a prudential. Then here the future is important. How much time you can give for others, that is very important. Be serious about your work and your passion and keep your boundaries firm to maintain the integrity of your goals and the work that you put into them. The moment the education is over, you are called as a doctor so and so, and you will be the leader, you will be the CEO of a company, you will be the vice president, president of the company also. So for which we need to put a boundary by ourselves. It is not that others are going to put a boundary for me. And know your emotional triggers. What exactly is emotional trigger? Whenever we aim at something, one trigger. So the way that the arrow leaves the bow, then we lost the control. But have I aimed it properly? Is it going in the right direction? Self-aware individuals are able to identify their emotions as they are happening. Identifying the emotion, nothing in the past, nothing in the future, in the present moment, how well you are managing yourself. You should be very flexible and you should go through the process before communicating to others. And embrace your intuition. Intuition is very, very important. That's why the earlier sages, rishis, they were able to visualize what situation we will go through, even Vyasadeva also. And intuitions, it will show the results immediately the moment you think of doing your work. Successful people trust their gut instincts and take the risks associated with them. Your instincts are based on the survival of the fittest and need to succeed. This tells you what you need to do. Learn to trust these and use them very effectively. Like Tenzing, when he saw the Mount Everest, he visualized. There was an intuition in him. Yes, this is where I am going to reach. And practice self-discipline. This is the most important thing. Good leaders tend to be disciplined. It is not a forced discipline like a classroom. No, examination. These are all forced discipline. How you are self-disciplined, that is very important. Every day before the lecturer comes, go through the topic and keep praying, and you will see that uh, the result that you are going to get in that 1 hour. So self-discipline at work and in every area of your life. So it is the character trait that provides you enduring the focus necessary for strong leadership. Next slide, please. Now, Knowing about ourselves, we have gone through. Now, what is very important is goal setting. In any given activity, without goal, it is just like, a captain without carrying compass in a sea voyage, what will happen? So you need a direction. For that, the goal is a very powerful process for thinking what you should do, what is my ideal future, and for motivating yourself to turn your vision of this future into reality. Now it is an action, tomorrow is a reality. The process of setting goals helps you to choose where you want to go in life. By knowing precisely what you want to achieve, you know where you have to concentrate your efforts, your time, and you will also quickly spot the distractions, if at all, if there is anything, and easily you can overcome. The activities means learning. Learning is earning, earning is learning. Once the learning is there, you are earning, it is automatically, it happens. Everything happens now. NO, you should not use. NOW, reverse it. You always win and you are always a winner. Next slide, please. Okay. The meaning of goal. A goal is, it is your desire, and it is a system, and it is an envision. You need to plan and commit yourself, personal or if it is an organizational goal. It is so nice to see whenever a project is given in the college, how much they are so much involved. The same commitment should be there in every activity of yours. Classroom, yes. Family time, yes. For everything, you should be very clear. Then only that holistic development it takes place. And once it is organized, I know my desire, I know the end point also, where our assumptions and the endeavor that I am putting to reach the goal within a finite time. See, infinite opportunities, but time is always finite. By setting the deadline, I will be very, very clear about myself. Understanding this is so important. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. So it is a triangle where you can see the broad base. As you go on top, it is always pointed. So here, the short-term goal, medium-term goals, long-term goals, and why you should set the goals. All these details we can go through it. Most important thing is the types of goals. It is a short-term goal. What exactly is a short-term goal? That is a day's activity. We need to be very clear. So if you see the base, more activities, and if you see the midterm, the result of the short-term goal will result into medium-term, and medium-term goal, if it is achieved, you are quite naturally, you are there at the top. That is a long-term goal. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. So the short-term goals expect the accomplishment in a short period, such as trying to get a bill paid in the next few days. The definition of a short-term goal need to relate to any specific length of time. Attending today's class is also a short-term goal only. It is not a long-term or a medium-term. So if you can measure the short-term goal, it can be even for a week also. But it is for you to decide what I need to do today. These are the things that will take me to medium-term goals. One semester, 6 months, convert it into a day's activity. Then again, convert it into a 1 hour activity. So this short-term goals should give the clarity, so that there is no distraction. In the same way, if you go to the medium term goals, it will be longer, maybe more than a year, or now you will take up this medium term goal, your BSc 3 years goal you have set for yourself, but it is less than 5 or 10 years. Usually considered medium term goal, with the goals, the planning becomes more critical. So acute stage, it should become more critical, as most of these goals will need to be broken down into a series of a smaller and a shorter goals. Once this is done, you will understand how important it is to review your midterm goal frequently so that you don't lose the sight of this important objective. Once you get into the college campus, come like, as though you are coming to the research station, be a scientist at all the time. With that, we can also understand what is long-term goals. Goals with it may be 10 years or it may be more also. The future are generally classified as long-term goals. This becomes more and more clear when midterm goal and a short-term goal when we keep on achieving. We should be very specific and we should obtain a very clear objectives, and it should be in our vision. A mission is the activity. They should be kept separate, and long-term goals need to be reviewed again and again. A happy life in retirement may be a vision, but purchasing a lake house to enjoy summer when you retire and complete the purchase, that means it is not going to take care after 15 years. You have to set a cash at what stage I should have the required cash to purchase that lake house. So long-term goals and medium-term goal and a short-term goal we have understood very well. And next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. Why set goals? Goal setting is used by the top level athletes, successful business people, achieving in all fields. Setting goals gives us a long-term vision and a short-term motivation. And before that, I am inspired, thinking process, and also short-term motivation is required. That is an action part. It focuses on my acquisition of knowledge and it helps me to organize. I know the time limitation, the resources that I am having. And by setting this goal, I am more sharper and I am clear with a defined goals. Here we can take an example. There was a woodcutter, sincere, honest, and making a self-analysis. But his salary was never increased. But a new entrant, a woodcutter, his salary was increased immediately after 1 month. Even the first month, whatever the management assured, they gave more. Then when he made a self-analysis, he found that, how is that other person is doing well? When he went and asked how you are able to achieve this, he says, after cutting a tree, I will sharpen my axe. So knowing all these long-term, mid-term and a short-term goal, this person who was working so sincerely was not sharpening his axe. And here, once I set a goal, I always sharpen my axe. And if that is done, you will have the ability and the competence in achieving the goal that you have set. Next slide, please. Okay. So tips for setting and achieving the goals. So state each goal as a positive statement. Here, most important thing, it should be very realistic. SMART, they say. Specific, measurable, achievable, result oriented and time bound. Execute, you should know the techniques, and don't make this stupid mistake that procrastinating. Procrastinating is postponing the work, and we should know the execute, how to execute it, and I should know the technique also. And I should be very precise. Friends, please write down your goals in 250 words and keep on repeatedly reading after every 1 hour. 59 minutes of work, 1 minute, you can read that goal. So it should be so precise. If you can write it in 250 words, you can go through your own goal in 1 minute. Set priorities, the goals that you have to achieve, where you have prioritized. Otherwise, we will be overwhelmed with feelings or with the workload. So the goals that will give you the right direction and also makes you clear what is very important. So write your goal once again and keep your to-do list for the next day before you hit the bed. So the moment you get up, you are very active. So this crystallizes them and gives them more force also. Keep operational goals small. That is what exactly it is. You cannot take all the work at a time. Multitasking is always dangerous. So taking up one work and attending it, and you can see the results at the end of that time that you have set for. Set performance goal, not outcome goal. That is what Karmanye Vadikara says. What it says, do your work, be in the process, be in the system, surrender yourself, and naturally the results will come. This is the level of gratitude we should have. Whatever I do, it is not what I do. There is a lot of supporting system is there. Even conducting this workshop, there is so much, so many people are working. That is how we are able to understand this. So in business, the reasons could be bad, whatever may be the situation, environment, unexpected things may come. With all these things, whether I am performing my duties is very important. Set realistic goal. It is very, very important to set the goals that you can achieve. All sorts of people can set an unrealistic goal, they get into the problem. So it should be very specific. It should be measurable. And also you should be able to reach. Using this medium, short term and a long term goal methods in achieving the goal, this will definitely, next slide please, it will enable you to reach the goal. So that is what we discussed. Be very specific. Once you are very specific, you know that you are able to achieve it so easily. There will be no difficulties at all. And the smart way of doing the thing. The strategy should be very specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Definitely, the more time you take to plan out your goals, the better results are likely to be planning. And the forethought to go through the process is very important. So the next slide, please. Steps that are involved in goal setting. So you should believe yourself. Once you believe yourself, you will make the right choice. And once you make the right choice, you will see your belief system and the trust about yourself that will be there. And absolute faith is there in your abilities. This makes your thoughts turn into reality. And visualize, that is what our college says, that you are a global citizen. You are so and so. You can see the success before you start your work. And activities, whatever you undertake, if it is in writing, assignment need not be asked to be done. You can take up your own assignment, take up your own project. You will see that the great success. The purpose should be clear. The lighthouse in any, at the, let us take Swami Vivekananda Rock, how he selected to achieve his purpose. That's now that rock is called as Swami Vivekananda Rock. And also the commitment, the purpose, once it is clear, the light you can see. So even if I am going through the tunnel, I can see the light that it is coming. So it is very obvious and also it is very important to commit myself. And once I commit, I stay focused. And once I stay focused, there is a plan of action that I should execute and I should complete it within a given time. And I must be a chartered accountant. I should audit my work and also the output. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Now sky is the limit. When sky is the limit, now you know where you can reach. So there is plenty of opportunity. You can achieve anything that you want. It is your desire. It is your expectation, and you will go beyond that. Thank you very much for today's very interesting sessions that we had. And I know that you set your goals and you can achieve. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you, sir. That was really a complete package of self-awareness and goal setting. I hope students will implement more consciously in their day-to-day life for the benefit of their family. Now we'll have question and answer session, sir. I have some more questions, but I'll take one relevant question. Could you throw some light on benefits of self-awareness?
Yeah. Whatever I am doing, is it out of my habits or I am aware of what I am doing? Now we can, awareness can be taken into three levels in our personality. One is conscious level, one is pre-conscious, unconscious. Unconscious is the work that I don't know that I'm doing also. It is a habit. And this stored information, it is there in the pre-conscious. Now once I become very conscious, let us take an act. Yes. Judge yourself, distinguish yourself. What is good and bad, what is right and wrong. Yes is you are very specific. Once you are very specific, you will strive towards that. So this self-awareness will give you the benefit of making your strength. You will come to know your strength and you will start liking your work. You will love your work. And when you love your work, you find that there is a sort of an authority which others need not give. You find an authority and that freedom. Freedom is you can do anything, but this comes through the discipline. Discipline gives the freedom. Freedom will not give the discipline. So discipline, once it is, the work is finished in a given time and in that right schedule, it will give you the depth of experience. The present experience will go naturally into a higher level. That is what PUC, prerequisite for university. Now after this university, you will be in the universe. And in the universe, you will see your own position. And you can visualize your success, promotion, incentives, and socially you are well accepted. So benefits, these are the benefits, and also your positive behavior will be there and you will enjoy your work. The supply of energy and also energetic feeling, the zeal that you have got in your work and being, depending upon your work and also the knowledge level. So the ability that makes your dreams into reality. I hope everybody's, every student is going to achieve whatever they want much beyond their expectations. Thank you, madam. Is it the communication is clear or any more clarity?
That was clear. There are some more questions. That questions will be answered through email. On behalf of KLE Society's S. Nijlingappa College, I thank Mr. Amarnath J, a personality development trainer, for accepting our invitation, who shared his in-depth knowledge about self-awareness and goal setting. Thank you, sir, for your unconditional support and for spending your valuable time with us. Thank you, sir.
It should be unconditional only. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
When you are round the clock, you are available for the students.
Yeah.
So I also join in that, vision that you have set for the students. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you, sir. Finally, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to all the participants on behalf of KLE management and also on my personal behalf. Think positively, whatever may be the circumstances. When you focus problem, you lose the good. When you focus on goal, you lose your problem. Think about this. I, Dr. Pratibha K.S., signing off for today. Stay tuned with me. I'll be back with some more interesting videos. Stay safe, protect yourself, and protect others. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good day.